Hey, everybody, welcome to the review of Thanksgiving. Whoa! Wow! By the time I'm uploading this, I watched Thanksgiving last Sunday. Yeah. There are good reviews for the movie Thanksgiving. I like 70% on IMDb or something. And the people Jeremy Johns and Chris Stuckman, those two YouTubers said, yeah, the movie's pretty good. It's pretty entertaining. It's the director of the movie, like, it's one of his best movies. Was that the impression I got? And was that the impression that my friends got? I saw the movie with Big D and his second best friend, which I just met for the first time. He's a real stud of a man. And yeah, let's see where it goes. So we sit down at the movie theater, just chatting, and so the movie begins. There's oh, by the way, this is spoiler, so if you care about that, then don't watch this video. But I don't think most people care. At the beginning of the movie, uh, it's just there's this family and like friends of the family all having a Thanksgiving dinner together, and then one of the fathers of the family has to work at this big mall on Black Friday, and on Thanksgiving. I know it's an American thing; it's not Canadian. And there's this huge crowd out in front of the mall waiting for it to open to get like waffle makers and stuff like that for like free. And so this rowdy crowd and the teenagers, part of the family and friends of family, all sneak in and like showing off, haha, we got in before you losers, fuck you. And that causes a big riot. And one of the police officers, as uh, the family friend, was like, oh shit, these kids. And now there's like a big riot. And then somebody inside unlocks the door to let everybody in, and it's a huge commotion. The glass breaks, cutting somebody's neck, but they're stumbling and trying to like still buy the coffee maker. And here's like here's this really sets the tone of the movie because while he's like on his back holding on to this waffle maker, this other person like yanks it out of his dying arms to then take it away with them. And from that moment, I knew that this movie not gonna take itself too seriously. It's gonna be like a slasher comedy, and like, okay, yeah, it could. This could be a fun movie. Um, See, I'm not really much of a movie goer. I haven't seen horror movies or thrillers in such a long time. I had like a small phase for like a year in high school where I'd watch a bunch of them on Netflix. But like for the most part, you go into these movies with um with the expectation that like the people that you're familiar with are just gonna die off one by one. They're all basically the same. People There's this killer that hunts down the cast, and like who's the killer and how are they going to uh like apprehend the killer, what's going to happen. Now I don't know why, because I was invited to this but with by Big D and his friend, and they weren't really having a good time. You see, they thought the movie was boring, lame, um and the only reason why they really got was the such high score that this movie got. And I don't know what they expect. It's a slasher movie, okay? It's basically the same old slop you've seen time and time again. So I was bored through like for parts of it because it's not really my thing. I'm not really a thriller fanatic. I've seen a bunch of it, and you know some of the gore got like makes me a bit squeamish, but like not like it's not jarring. It's just like it's uncomfortable to like see somebody's fingers get sliced off, and you know somebody's like there's somebody jumping on a trampoline, and like the killer's like they have a knife like slashing through the bottom, and it's just you feel it, and it's just um but I'm not. I've passed my phase where I enjoy watching fictional people being tortured and killed. Yeah, controversial opinion on Pat. That shit is not that entertaining unless it's like some creative ways. Which you know what, there were some creative ways that wasn't like completely disgusting. Uh, so yeah, Thanksgiving. Uh, Decently fun movie to watch. Definitely, it has a very unique style that I've not really seen before, so it has that going on. And but the one thing I haven't seen too many people talk about was the reveal of who the killer was, because you see, it doesn't make much sense. Spoiler: the killer is the cop. Yeah, the guy that plays like the main love interest of Grey in Grey's Anatomy, that guy, yeah, he's a cop in this movie, and he's the main killer. Now it doesn't make that much sense because the way that he has to, because he's a policeman, like trying to find the killer, even though he's the killer. So he's in the police station. He's doing police work, while the killer is like somewhere else slashing. Now it seems so very impractical that this killer is going to uh like slash people, you know, hunt them down, and then like quickly change into like the cop uniform, and you know pretend that you know they weren't trying to slash people. And especially the last act where it's like he's part of like the main mission of trying to find this killer, and yet the killer is like being live streamed and like preparing like people to feast and whatnot. And so it doesn't make much sense unless I'm piecing it together improperly. But the people I was watching it with agreed that it really seemed like were there were multiple killers working together. So I don't know, that was like a bit jarring. That took away from the experience of watching this pretty okay movie. Um, that the reveal just it didn't really make that much sense. It just didn't. Well, it makes sense for the motive, but logistically, it seemed like there would have to be more than one, which it did not seem like it was implied. We were waiting for that to be implied or told, and yeah, I don't know. There was a bunch of like fake out like like the a bunch of like red herrings of like the movie trying to convince you it's this person, and then this person and this person, and you know like people making their predictions like I think this is a killer, I think this is a killer. Yeah, I don't know. It was okay. It was okay. If you like this kind of stuff, go for it. It's it seems like a different sort of slasher movie if you're into slashers, and if you're not, don't really watch it. It's meh. So, anyways, that's really it to say. Had a fun-ish time. Yeah, yeah. That's it. That's it. All I needed to say, I think. All right. If you like this video, like it. And if you didn't, dislike it, subscribe, unsubscribe, do what you want, comment whatever you thought. If you've seen the movie, what are your thoughts? Yeah, that's it. Goodbye.